Hello everybody, today we are checking out Chronos and Ike Eveland cover. And Ike Eveland is under NIJISANJI EN, which has given me a multitude of banger music recently. I've been discovering so much incredible music from them, and I'm excited especially about Ike Eveland because I was told I should definitely check him out since I'm a fan of metal. So that's already got me excited. I don't think I've ever really seen a metal-focused VTuber, so I'm pretty excited. I am a massive fan of metal. I love just Metallica, Judas Priest, Powerwolf, Nightwish, Ailstorm, you name it. I love it. So I'm super excited to see what this song is. I have not heard the original, but regardless, I might listen to the original after this to compare and see what Ike did differently from the original song. But let's just give this a listen. I'm super excited. So let's start in 3, 2, 1, play. Ooh, piano. Somber piano. Very catchy introductory lick. Ooh, alright. Alright, we've got the same lick redone on a very distorted guitar. And we listen to that drum. That snare is super sharp. I'm sorry if I hit my mic. Ooh. 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 Right, but I feel like it's building up. So before we start, there was some nice chugging. That guitar, there was this higher rhythm guitar, and then we got this deeper chugging distortion under it. Let's scroll back a little bit, right here. We can hear the distorted lick, and then right here, we've got the drums slow down, and we've got this breakdown with the chugging deeper guitar. Oh, that sounds so good. Ooh. Alright, drums cut out. Ooh. I like his voice. His pitch is a lot higher than I was expecting, but it sounds awesome under this deeper instrumental. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna pause again. I want to say his voice is very unique. He's got this higher voice, but it sounds like he's projecting, but it never sounds deep. Because usually when you project, it sounds like it's a fuller tone. And I don't know if this is the EQ or the mix, but his voice, it sounds like he's projecting a lot, but it's all in like the treble register, which some people might not like that, but personally I think it's excellent. I think it's particularly excellent for this song. I'm so excited. I'm like stumbling over my words. I think it's particularly excellent for this song because he's got this really strong treble centric voice, and we've got this really strong bass centric instrumental. And the guitar is filling in those middle tones as well as the bass, because we've got that chugging next to the bass drum, and we've also got a sharp snare if that backs up our mid tones with the rhythm guitar. So I'm really liking just the distribution across the mix. But we're only like a minute into the song, so let's keep going. Ooh. Yes. Ooh. The way he sang Alone there. Alright. We're following the same pattern for each lyric. Alright. Oh, moving on. I like that. Oh, and we were going back to that introductory lick with the high guitar. Bum 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 bum. That's a very good lick to catch on to. Ooh, and then back to that chug. Back to that deeper chugging guitar and a slow down on the drums. Perfect. Well done. Ooh. Oh, okay. We've got this dissonance in the guitar now. Ooh, okay. This is quite a big breakdown. The dissonance. Yes. He's just. Yes, that was perfect sustain on that screen. Yes. Oh, is he gonna do it again? Alright. We gotta pause. I want to go back. He sustained that perfectly. A lot of the times when you hear someone scream in a metal song, they've got to go deeper, right? They've got to go deeper. But the biggest thing is, are they destroying their voice when they're screaming? Because anyone can scream, but most people cannot scream well. When you're screaming, it's damaging your throat if you're untrained. But the way you sustain a good metal scream and the way you make it sound good is by having the discipline and the training to not just tear up your throat. What you want to do is you want to make it full. You want to fill up the tone of the scream, because what you're going for is a distort. You're pretty much going for a distortion effect on a bass tone, but you're not using a guitar, you're using your voice. And right here, let's hear it again. Do you hear that? He times the inhale and the climb in pitch with his voice, and he times that perfectly with the guitar's I believe that was a pitch harmonic there. Right here. Right, you can hear the guitar. It does a bend or a pitch harmonic, I'm not too sure. And that's right when he raises his scream, and he sustains it. He sustains it here. Yes, and you can hear he's going. You can hear him change the shape of his mouth. Like he's got this O, and then he's spreading it a little bit to flatten the sound and go back to it. And that's a beautiful way to sustain a quality scream while adding variation to it. Because a lot of people, they hear a scream and it sounds really impressive, but if you go for too long, then it just becomes another sound in the mix. But when you add that variation to it and you add that flavor to it, that it becomes such a beautiful addition to any genre of music, as long as you utilize it right. And that is that is probably the best metal scream I have heard in months, maybe. I cannot think of a better metal scream off the top of my head. That was beautiful. I want to listen to it again, and then I promise we'll keep going, but I just want to listen to it again. Yes. Listen to that. There is no wavering there. He's not wavering in pitch at all until he wants to. I can't imagine how much practice that took. That's incredible. That's beautiful. And now we're settling down. We've vented and now we've calmed down. Man. And we've got this cleaner guitar as well. There's very little distortion on the guitar here, and we're playing very high up. And we've got that. Nice. That was a very clean transition there. Well done. Nice. I love how he sounds. I love how he sings alone. Nice. Oh. He adds flavor to his singing super well, because he doesn't need to change his pitch drastically to change how he projects. And when he sings words like obscure and alone, you hear that. He changes his pitch very subtly, but it's his projection that adds the flavor to it. Nice. Going back to the piano from the beginning. Very nice. The entire song referenced this one lick very well. It didn't feel overused, it was still catchy. That was well done. That was super well done. My god, that was... that was crazy. I want to see more from Ike. That was... Oh, he has got the most beautiful metal scream I have maybe ever heard. It's such a... And it contrasts so much with his singing voice, which I suppose most screams do, but he's got such a beautiful higher pitch that he projects very well on without wavering from that treble tone. He can that's hard to do. That's hard to project super well while maintaining that higher treble tone. And then the absolute contrast he draws from just it's insane that he can scream like that without wavering, because you hear a lot of people screaming and you expect them to waver because it's strenuous. You can't maintain that kind of stress on your voice without there being some wavering, and he maintains it so smoothly. It sounds effortless when he does it, and it's I am beyond impressed with this performance. What an incredible vocalist, Ike Eveland. My god. All right. Thank you. Oh. Thank you so much for recommending this to me. This was insane. I loved this. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. And you will probably see me reacting to Ike Eveland again, because he has beyond impressed me. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Have a great rest of your day.